All right, man. I want to just thank you so much for checking this video out. I hope it's going to be a blessing to you. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Raymond McDaniel, my life coach. And I make these videos to help you become more peaceful and prosperous in your life. You know what I'm saying? And this message today is how to reconcile with people that you've hurt. How to reconcile with people that you've hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anybody on the face of the earth who's never hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's physically or emotionally, we've all done it before. And a lot of times it's hard to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's easy to apologize. But, my goal with helping you, live more peaceful and prosperous is to show you, life scenarios where you can actually reconcile with the people that you've hurt. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, you may walk it through life, and there are certain situations where you've hurt people and you never felt like you've hurt them, or you've hurt somebody and you never feel like they'll ever accept your apology. And, with these messages, my goal is just to prove that the Bible is the undisputed, resource for any situation that's going on with your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going chapter by chapter, verse by verse, and showing you that is the ultimate guide to life. And we're going to check out a situation where there's some reconciliation that needed to be had. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about my main man, Jacob. Jacob is one of the most prominent, figures in the Bible, right? And this is Jacob reconciling with his brother Esau. You know what I'm saying? Check out some of my earlier videos if you want to, find out what happened with Jacob and Esau. But, just a quick recap. You know what I'm saying? Jacob took Esau's birthright. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob didn't really want to do it. His mom put him up to it. His mom was like, look, you need to have the birthright. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much they tricked his brother Esau into, he tricked his brother out of the birthright, and then also tricked his father into giving him the birthright. You know what I'm saying? But, at first, of course, it was an infuriating situation, and Jacob had to flee. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time they have ran into each other. So let's see how to reconcile with people that you hurt.
Jacob also left that place. While he was traveling, he saw God's angels. When he saw them, he said, "This is God's camp." So Jacob named that place Mahanaim. Jacob's brother Esau was living in the area called Seir in the hill country of Edom. Jacob sent messengers to Esau. He told them, "Tell this to my master Esau. Your servant Jacob says, I have lived with Laban all these years. I have many cattle, donkeys, flocks, and servants. Sir, I am sending you this message to ask you to accept us."
The messengers came back to Jacob and said, "We went to your brother Esau. He is coming to meet you. He has 400 men with him."
Jacob was very frightened and worried. He divided the people who were with him and all the flocks, herds, and camels into 2 groups. Jacob thought, if Esau comes and destroys one group, the other group can run away and be saved.
Then Jacob said, "God of my father Abraham, God of my father Isaac, Lord, you told me to come back to my country and to my family. You said that you would do good to me. You have been very kind to me. You did many good things for me. The first time I traveled across the Jordan River, I owned nothing, only my walking stick. But now, I own enough things to have 2 full groups. I ask you to please save me from my brother Esau. I am afraid that he will come and kill us all, even the mothers with the children. Lord, you said to me, I will be good to you. I will increase your family and make your children as many as the sands of the sea. There will be too many to count."
Jacob stayed in that place for the night. He prepared some things to give to Esau as a gift. He took 200 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 female sheep and 20 male sheep. He took 30 camels and their colts, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys and 10 male donkeys.
He gave each flock of animals to his servants. Then he said to them, "Separate each group of animals. Go ahead of me and keep some space between each herd." Jacob gave them their orders. To the servant with the first group of animals he said, "When Esau my brother comes to you and asks you, 'Whose animals are these? Where are you going? Whose servant are you?' Then you should answer, 'These animals belong to your servant Jacob. He sent them as a gift to you, my master Esau, and he also is coming behind us." Jacob also ordered the second servant, the third servant, and all the other servants to do the same thing. He said, "You will say the same thing to Esau when you meet him. You will say, 'This is a gift to you, and your servant Jacob is behind us.'"
Jacob thought, "If I send these men ahead with gifts, maybe Esau will forgive me and accept me." So Jacob sent the gifts to Esau, but he stayed that night in the camp. During the night, Jacob got up and began moving his 2 wives, his 2 maids, and his 11 sons across the Jabbok River at the crossing. After he sent his family across the river, he sent across everything he had.
When the man saw that he could not defeat Jacob, he touched Jacob's leg and put it out of joint. Then the man said to Jacob, "Let me go, the sun is coming up." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go. You must bless me." And the man said to him, "What is your name?" And Jacob said, "My name is Jacob." Then the man said, "Your name will not be Jacob. Your name will now be Israel. I give you this name because you have fought with God and with men, and you have won."
Then Jacob asked him, "Please tell me your name." But the man said, "Why do you ask my name?" Then the man blessed Jacob at that place. So Jacob named that place Peniel. He said, "At this place I saw God face to face, but my life was spared."
Then the sun came up as Jacob left Peniel. He was limping because of his leg. So even today the people of Israel don't eat the muscle that is on the hip joint, because this is the muscle where Jacob was hurt. Jacob looked and saw Esau coming with 400 men. Jacob divided his family into 4 groups. Leah and her children were in one group, Rachel and Joseph were in one group, and the 2 maids and their children were in 2 groups. Jacob put the maids with their children first. Then he put Leah and her children behind them, and he put Rachel and Joseph in the last place. Jacob himself went out before them. While he was walking toward his brother Esau, he bowed down to the ground 7 times.
Who are all these people with you? These are the children that God gave me. God has been good to me. Who were all those people I saw while I was coming here? And what were all those animals for? These are my gifts to you, so that you might accept me. You don't have to give me gifts, brother. I have enough for myself. No, I beg you. If you really accept me, please accept the gifts I give you. I am very happy to see your face again. It is like seeing the face of God. I am very happy to see that you accept me. So I beg you to also accept the gifts I give you. God has been very good to me. I have more than I need. Now you can continue your journey. I will go with you. You know that my children are weak, and I must be careful with my flocks and their young animals. If I force them to walk too far in one day, all the animals will die. So you go on ahead. I will follow you slowly. I will go slowly enough for the cattle and other animals to be safe, and so that my children will not get too tired. I will meet you in Seir. Then I will leave some of my men to help you. That is very kind of you, but there is no need to do that.
But Jacob went to Succoth. There he built a house for himself and small barns for his cattle. That is why the place was named Succoth. Jacob safely ended his trip from Paddan Aram when he came to the town of Shechem in Canaan. He made his camp in a field near the city. He bought the field where he camped from the family of Hamor, father of Shechem. He paid 100 pieces of silver for it. He built an altar there to honor God. He named the place El, the God of Israel.
Okay, so, boom. We saw what the Bible said about reconciliation. And one of the key things that we saw was that, hey man, it's always cool to start off with a gift. You know what I'm saying? A little token of peace. It's always a good way to start off if you're trying to reconcile. And you can see that he didn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the main things that I can tell you just in life, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking for reconciliation, is to pray over it. You see that Jacob prayed a lot in this situation. He prayed so much to where the angel had to come down and talk to him, you feel me? And tell him, hey, you wrestle with God, you know what I'm saying? You wrestle back and forth with God, and you know, and change his name from Jacob to Israel. But the reconciliation pretty much is he sent out, man, sheep, flock, sent his messengers just to stop him, you know what I'm saying? And then it started to look kind of, you know, eerie, because next you know, he finds out that his brother coming with 400 men. He about to pull up on Jacob, and he started getting his things together. And one of the things that we see is that, hey, his brother wasn't tripping off of that. He got 400 people behind him. He got his own land now. And what you find out further on in the Bible is that, you know, Esau started balling. He didn't even really care about the birthright anymore. And it was an amazing thing, because you see that, you know, their enemy may not be your enemy anymore. A lot of people let things go, especially when your heart is in the right place. You know what I'm saying? I just say that one of the things we can see with the whole reconciliation and him trying to just get ahead and just get just get one step on it, send a gift, man. It's nothing wrong with just sending a gift to somebody, just letting them know, like, hey man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't feel like you're wrong, you know, one of the things that I can tell you that I've learned in life is that even if you don't feel like you're sorry, right? Even, you know, and you feel like the hurt isn't justified, because, you know, Jacob, he could have felt that, oh, this wasn't justified. You feel me? If you really read the story, he didn't want to do that. His mom put him up to it, and he was just obeying what his mom said. You feel me? He did feel bad about it. And one of the things that I just saw just in this is just like a peace offering. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm going to use in my life. And I'm glad that I read the scripture, because it's just like, it just showed me like, hey, the peace offering is very, very powerful. And the prayer is also really powerful. You have to learn the power of prayer. You have to learn the power of just, you know what I'm saying, just letting God, you know, take control of your situation. But also, you know, praying over the situation, praying for the person, praying for, you know what I'm saying, success for the person, praying for a change in temperament in the person. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to let yourself always have to fight the battles. Once you give your life over to God and you really start to realize that, you know what I'm saying, start living in his ways, and you start realizing that problems that seem very, very hard will become easier if you just let yourself let it go and let God, you know. I want to just thank you for just watching this message. You know what I'm saying? I hope you learned something. I hope you learned a big tip of, hey, putting a peace offering out there when you're trying to reconcile. You know what I'm saying? I am a life coach, and I do have a little free program. You know what I'm saying? Click the link in my bio, or just go to themiracle.life where you can check out the Miracle Blueprint. It's my program where I promise you, if you go 40 days and you do this 40-day program, it's absolutely free. You don't have to buy nothing. You do this 40-day program, you will see a change in your life. I promise you, I guarantee it, I stand by it. I've seen it several times in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want to share this with other people. You know what I'm saying? If you ever need help with it, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. But once again, I just want to thank you for just checking this message out, and I hope that it helps you in your travels with life. Thank you so much. It's your boy Ray. I'm out of here.